I've always loved making people laugh. At school I was always a prick, saying like really naughty stuff and being proper daring. So I've always just enjoyed like making people laugh and entertaining, I guess.
It's the wonderful Kat Ronson, ladies and gentlemen!
My name's Kat Ronson. I'm a comedian and an actress. I'm just a general legend. As a wee nipper in Yorkshire. My brother was really shy, so my mum said, oh, well, we'll go to a drama club. I was like mad into it, and that was like when I was like 6. At the start of this year, I was in a really bad place and I was feeling like everything was shit. And I used to say I'll never do stand-up comedy. I could never do that. And then now, I'm like getting regular gigs. I'm getting people knowing who I am and liking what I do and stuff. So.
You spoke so highly of you.
Really? It's exciting to think where I started this year off and how I am now. My eventual aim is to write something that's like kind of based on my life or based on a character that is similar to me. Poppy, what do girls wear to strip clubs? If everything was perfect, I would be in my own sitcom. Or like a sketch show or something. I'd be involved in that, or like a prank show, or like doing lots of different things, not just doing like one thing. I'll be fine. Oh, well, thank you. Usually I'm like 1 or 2 on a lineup of girls, and then the rest are all guys. So it's like we're less than like 10%. So it's like it is daunting. But it's also what makes me different, because you see the same things over and over again, like the same kind of jokes, and then you go up there and you're just like completely different. Okay, welcome to my humble abode. Come. So I'm just looking through, I've got like my joke collection. So I basically have like a document where I've got like every single joke that I've kind of come up with. I don't really go like, I'm going to write this thing right now, because when I do, it's always shit. Next on my list is my self-tape. I used to open with like, oh, I'm single, and I'd be like, but there's like 3 people in this room that'll disagree with that statement. And that's like a nice opener because it breaks the ice. But my favourite, and I still open with this, it is quite difficult for me to date because I do look very young. I'm an actress. I still get cast as like 15-year-olds, and I get ID'd everywhere. So it's hard to know if it's a potential boyfriend or a potential sex offender. You see, I always open on something like that, and then people, like how they react, I know like whether to bring out the more PG jokes or just keep on going. One of my main jokes that you've heard is like about an ex-boyfriend. Like I usually amalgamate like 3 different boyfriends into one or whatever. But also they're just like my thoughts. So I look really young. Like I do look really young, so that's where that's come from. The PowerPoint presentation one is like, you know, women do usually they're usually unsatisfied because they don't know how to tell them or whatever. So basically, new partners, I guess it's a user manual. I do a PowerPoint presentation on how I want it. There's like a slide, this is where my clit is. A slide, this is where my clit is not. So it comes from like things that I've experienced, but I obviously put like a funny twist on it. Well, hopefully a funny twist on it. Sometimes I just say things and people are like, you need to put that in your set. And I was just looking at one that I wrote a while ago. Let me try to find it. But I've never actually performed it because I don't think the wording was quite that right. Quite punchy enough, but I've just worked out how to make it punchy. So I'm going to try it tonight, see if it works.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So last night, Kat, you had a gig. How did it go?
Yeah, it's weird because like the day after a gig, you reflect on it and you think about like how it went. It was actually a really negative experience. It's supposed to be like a female positive, really inclusive night. It's all female performing and it's meant to be like this really supportive vibe. I've never felt so angry after a gig. It was like I was being betrayed by my own like people. It was honestly a horrible feeling. She basically just said like it was, do you perform with a lot of men? Yeah, I can tell. Like as if I was like some sort of like anti-feminist or something. I don't think anyone should be judged on their material. Like I think everyone should be able to say whatever they want as long as it's not like nasty to a group of people. These people never get their comeuppance. They never get told you can't treat people like that. Everyone's art is sacred, and yeah, some people aren't gonna hit your mark or what you think they should be doing, but the fact they've even got up and done that is sacred. The reason I do this is so that women can say what they want and women aren't going to be shamed for talking about sex. And the fact that those opinions still exist actually should just spur me on to like want to change it even more. I'm not going to be like everyone else because I can only do me as authentically as I can.